Does this sound familiar? The house is dark, it's completely silent, and then you're jolted awake by that familiar cry. You stumble out of bed, making your way to the nursery on autopilot. You don't even need to turn on the light. You just lean over the crib, your hand searching in the dark until you find it. The pacifier. You pop it back into your baby's mouth. Instant silence. You tiptoe back to your room, fall into bed, only to do it all over again in an hour, and then an hour after that. If this is your reality, I want you to hear this loud and clear. You are not going crazy. But what if I told you that the very tool you're using to get your baby to sleep is the exact reason you're not getting any? It's a frustrating cycle, and it has a name: pacifier dependence. It is one of the single biggest culprits for frequent night wakings for babies. I'm Sarah, and I'm not a doctor. I'm a mom on a mission to read all the parenting books and studies so you don't have to. Welcome to my little corner of evidence-based parenting. Today, we're getting you off that exhausting hamster wheel for good. So, to get off that wheel, we first have to understand exactly how it's built. And this is where the science of baby sleep is so fascinating and honestly a little bit frustrating. See, all humans, including our babies, sleep in cycles. For a baby, one sleep cycle lasts about 60 to 90 minutes. During that time, they journey from a light, active sleep down into a deep, quiet sleep and then travel right back up to that light sleep again. And right there, in that hazy, vulnerable moment between one cycle and the next, your baby does a quick little systems check. They're barely awake, but they notice something is different. Something is missing. The pacifier is gone. Now for us, that's a minor thing. For them, it's like their personal sleep reset button has been hit, and they have no idea how to turn it back on. And here's the crucial piece of the puzzle. Until about 8 months old, most babies simply don't have the fine motor skills or the spatial awareness to find the pacifier in the dark and pop it back in their own mouth. So their only tool, their only way to get back to sleep is to cry out for their favorite person in the world, you. You go in, you pop it back in, they drift off for another 60 to 90 minutes, and the wheel keeps turning. It's a developmental mismatch, and it's the real reason everyone is so exhausted. It's a developmental mismatch, and it's the real reason everyone is so exhausted. Now, hearing that, it's easy to feel like you want to march into your baby's room and throw every single pacifier in the trash. But hold on. Before we declare war on the pacifier, it's so important to remember that for a newborn, it isn't a problem. It's a superhero. I'm serious. It has at least 3 incredible powers. First, it's the ultimate soother. Think of it as a tiny magical switch. The sucking motion activates their parasympathetic nervous system. That's the body's rest and digest mode. It literally lowers the stress hormone cortisol in their system and helps release those feel-good endorphins. For a brand new baby navigating this loud, bright world, that is an invaluable gift. Second, it's a natural pain reliever. We've all been there, right? You're at the doctor's office, the nurse is getting the shot ready, and your heart just sinks. That little pacifier acts as a shield. The simple act of sucking is so comforting and distracting that it's been proven to reduce how much they feel and react to pain during minor procedures. It's a little piece of comfort in a scary moment. And third, and this is the most important one, it can be a protective shield. In fact, studies have shown that offering a pacifier at nap time and bedtime may significantly reduce the risk of SIDS, which is why the American Academy of Pediatrics includes it in their safe sleep recommendations for the first 6 months. They suggest waiting until breastfeeding is well established around 1 month and then using it up to 6 months. So let's be crystal clear. The pacifier is not the enemy. For those early months, it is a scientifically backed, expert-recommended tool. It's a proven, powerful tool with a clear purpose and a clear expiration date. So what is that expiration date? And more importantly, why does it expire? The American Academy of Pediatrics, or the AAP, draws a clear line in the sand at 6 months of age. And as a mom who pores over this stuff, let me be clear. This isn't just a friendly suggestion. It's a formal recommendation from the leading pediatric experts based on a crucial shift in the risk versus benefit balance. After 6 months, the very tool that was helping can start to cause problems. First, the health risks. Studies consistently show that after the 6-month mark, prolonged pacifier use is linked to a significantly higher risk of painful middle ear infections. The constant sucking motion can affect the pressure in their little eustachian tubes, creating a pathway for infection. Second, and this is the part that really motivates me, your baby is entering a developmental sweet spot. Around 6 to 8 months old, their brains are perfectly primed to learn how to self-soothe without a prop. Teaching them this independent skill now is infinitely easier than trying to wrestle a pacifier away from a strong-willed 2-year-old who has formed a deep emotional attachment. This is about seizing a window of opportunity that makes life easier for both of you in the long run. And finally, we have to look at their long-term development. A pacifier that's always in their mouth can become a roadblock. It can potentially affect the alignment of their emerging teeth. It limits the time they spend babbling and cooing, which is their first critical step toward language. And it gets in the way of them exploring the world with their mouth, picking up a toy, feeling its texture, a vital part of their sensory and fine motor journey. So you see, this isn't about being mean. It's about being proactive. It's about recognizing when a good tool has served its purpose. The question is no longer if you should wean, but how. And the how breaks down into 2 clear paths. Let's start with the one that many sleep experts recommend for babies around the 6 to 8 month mark, because it's the fastest and clearest for your baby. This is the cold turkey method. The logic is simple. It avoids confusion. There's no sometimes I get it, sometimes I don't. It's a clean break that allows your baby to learn a new way to fall asleep without the mixed signals. Think of it as ripping off a Band-Aid quickly rather than peeling it off slowly. It's intense for a moment, but the healing starts right away. So how do you do it? It's a straightforward 2-step process. First, you pick a day to start, ideally not when you have a big work presentation or a trip planned. Second, on that day, you remove all the pacifiers. From the crib, from the diaper bag, from the car, everywhere. They just disappear. I know. This is the part that sounds terrifying. Your mind immediately goes to leaving them to scream alone. But let me be very, very clear. This is not the same as crying it out. You are not taking something away and leaving them with nothing. You are replacing the pacifier with something so much better. You are upgrading their soothing tool from a piece of silicone to your loving presence. You stay with them, you shush, you pat their back, you sing, you do whatever you need to do to offer comfort while their body learns this new skill. You are their coach, right there with them. Now for the reality check. Will it be hard? Yes. You should absolutely expect a few nights of disruption. Your baby will protest the change. That's normal. They are learning something new. But most babies who go this route figure it out within 2 to 4 nights. It's a short-term investment for a lifetime of peaceful, independent sleep. It's a sprint, not a marathon. But if the thought of a sprint is just too much for your family right now, don't worry. There is another path. And that other path? That's the marathon. This is for the parents who prefer a plan, a roadmap, a step-by-step guide to the finish line. We call this the graded approach. It's gentler, it's slower, and it can be incredibly effective if you're consistent. This is a marathon, not a sprint. So let's walk through your game plan, step by step. Step 1 is to create boundaries. The rule is simple. The pacifier now lives in the crib. It does not leave the bedroom. It's for sleep and sleep only. No more pacifier in the car seat, no more in the stroller, no more while you're making dinner. When your baby is awake, the pacifier is out of sight and out of mind. This first step is crucial because it breaks the all-day long association. You're teaching your baby that the pacifier isn't a constant companion, but a tool specifically for sleep. This might take a few days or even a week to solidify, but stay strong. Consistency here makes every other step easier. Once your baby has mastered step 1, it's time for step 2, conquer the night. This is where we take the pacifier away for nighttime sleep. Now, I know what you're thinking, but the night is the hardest part. And here is the secret, the little piece of science that should give you so much confidence. Nighttime is actually the easiest time to teach this skill. Think of it like this. Your baby has two powerful allies pushing them to sleep at night. First, there's sleep pressure, which is like a sleepiness battery that's been building up all day long. And second, there's the circadian rhythm, their internal body clock that tells them it's dark and it's time for a long sleep. They have two forces on their side. For naps, they only have one ally, sleep pressure. So by tackling the night first, you're choosing to fight the battle on the easiest setting, with two allies instead of one. Now, the challenge with this step often comes in the early morning, around 4 or 5 a.m. That's when sleep pressure has faded, and it's easier for them to wake up and stay awake. You have two options here. The best option is to treat it like any other night waking and use your chosen sleep training method to help them get back to sleep. The other option, if you feel you need a temporary crutch, is to allow the pacifier back only for that early morning waking. This can help everyone get a couple more hours of sleep while your baby is still learning. The goal is to eventually phase this out, but it can be a helpful bridge. Once nighttime sleep is solid without the pacifier for at least a week, you're ready for the final phase. Step 3, eliminate the naps. You'll take the pacifier away for all daytime naps. Because you've already done the hard work of teaching the skill of falling asleep without it at night, this step is usually much faster. It might only take a day or two for naps to regulate. Their body already knows what to do. You're just applying the skill to a new time of day. So there you have it, the sprint of cold turkey or the marathon of the graded approach. Two different paths to the exact same destination, peaceful, independent sleep. Every family is different, so based on your baby and your style, which path feels right for you? Team cold turkey or team graded? Share your choice in the comments below. It is so helpful for other parents to see what others are choosing. Whichever path you choose, remember the most important thing. The pacifier was never meant to be a permanent part of the picture. It's a wonderful tool, but one with an expiry date. And knowing when and how to say goodbye is one of the most empowering things you can do for your family's sleep. Whether you go for the quick and decisive cold turkey method or the gentle, step-by-step graded approach, you are moving towards the same incredible goal, and that goal is a future of peaceful nights. Imagine it, your little one sleeping soundly, able to connect their sleep cycles all on their own, and you finally getting the deep, restorative rest you deserve, feeling confident and in control. If this video has given you a clear plan for those peaceful nights, please show your support by hitting that like button. It truly helps more parents find this information. And be sure to subscribe, because our next video is all about creating the perfect sleep environment to support this entire process. You won't want to miss it.